Hi everyone, my name is Amirul Hafiz bin Mazlan. My student ID is 9810014352510001. I'm from Open University Malaysia, Banting Learning Centre, and currently taking course of OUMH1303 English for Oral Communication. Today I will deliver my speech entitled Planting Herbs and Herbal Tea Making, Dream of Owning Future Tea Plantation. The purpose of my speech is to describe and share my experience, passion, and inspiration behind the hobby of growing herbs and turning them into herbal tea. Have you ever walked into the garden after the rain and felt the fresh citrus scent or meet a tea scent in the air? For me, that smell represents peace. It reminds me of nature, calmness, and simple joy that slowly grew into a bigger dream one day to own my future tea plantation. My interest in this hobby began quite unexpectedly from just a simple sip of strawberry flavored tea that my sister bought from Cameron Highlands. The sweet aroma and refreshing taste instantly caught my attention. From that moment, I became fascinated by the idea of flavored teas and started dreaming of one day creating my own tea sachet using natural herbs and ingredients. However, as I learned more about tea, I discovered that tea plants, the Camellia sinensis, although they can grow in tropical countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, and Sri Lanka, it still requires cool and mild climates to remain productive and to preserve strong, authentic tea flavor. This makes highland areas the most suitable place for cultivating tea plants. Leaving my own frustration, I began searching the internet and watching YouTube videos to see whether tea could be grown in hot and humid tropical temperatures like ours. During my research, I came across something interesting, a lemon myrtle herbal tea plantation located right in the middle of the paddy fields in Skinchan. That's really opened my eyes. I realized although traditional tea plants might struggle in our lowland climates, herbal tea plants could thrive beautifully. From that moment, I began to focus my passion not only on drinking tea, but also planting herbs that could one day become part of my own unique herbal tea creation. Before I began planting herbs, I want to understand what tea really is. The history of tea goes back thousands of years, and most historians agree that tea originated in ancient China. According to the legend, Emperor Shennong accidentally discovered tea around 2737 BC when some wild tea leaves fell into a pot of boiling water. Curious about its pleasant aroma, he tasted the drink, and from that moment, tea became part of Chinese tradition, later spreading throughout Asia and eventually across the world, especially during the glory of British Empire. Today, tea can be divided into two main categories, which are general tea and herbal tea. General tea, also known as true tea, comes from a single plant species, Camellia sinensis. Even though there are many varieties, they all originate from the same plant. The difference lies in the method of processing and oxidation. Among the most popular types are green tea, black tea, oolong tea, white tea, red tea, and pu'er tea. These teas are known for their distinctive taste, aroma, and natural caffeine content that helps stimulate focus and alertness. The second category is herbal tea, which does not come from the Camellia sinensis plant. Instead, it is made by infusing or steeping different parts of plants such as leaves, flowers, roots, or seeds in hot water. Unlike true tea, herbal tea are made from a wide range of natural ingredients. Most herbal teas are caffeine-free, but some may still contain caffeine depending on the type of plant used. Examples of herbal tea such as chamomile tea, which helps relaxation, moringa tea, known for its nutritional values, lemon myrtle tea with its refreshing citrus scent, chrysanthemum or ketwa, used to cool the body, and rooibos tea, a South African herbal tea rich in antioxidants. Interestingly, without realizing it, herbal tea has become a global tradition across almost every civilization. Since ancient times, our ancestors have boiled roots, barks, and herbs as daily remedies or supplements, much like traditional Chinese medicine that use herbal blend Ayurveda practice from South Asia, the Jamu heritage from the Majapahit royal palace, and even the indigenous tradition of orang asli and Dayak communities in the Malay archipelago who use forest plants for healing by adding in boiling water. And also there is a fusion tea where it's combined true tea with other herbs or plants such as Earl Grey tea. There is black tea infused with bergamot and strawberry flavored tea that I love. To me, learning about types of tea opened a new perspective that tea is not just a drink but a reflection of human culture, history, and our deep connection with nature. After learning more about tea, I began to explore herbal tea making using plants that I could grow myself. The herbs that I currently plant, including moringa, lemon myrtle, fingerroot, broadleaf plantain, and vanilla. Each herb has its own unique characteristics and benefits. For example, moringa, often called the miracle tree, produces nutrient-rich leaves that makes a mild, earthy tea full of antioxidants. Lemon myrtle is one of my favorites because of its strong, refreshing citrus aroma that easily brightens my mood. Fingerroot or temukunchi gives a warm, spicy taste and is known for aiding digestion and improving circulation. Meanwhile, I also grow broadleaf plantain or down sendok and vanilla, although both have not yet produced result. Previously, I also planted stevia, a natural sweetener plant. Unfortunately, the plant died because I lack of the proper knowledge of how to take care of it. Later, I found out that stevia needs to go through a browning process after flowering to retain its longevity. The experience taught me that in gardening, knowledge is just as important as patience. When it comes to preparing the herbs, I usually harvest them by cutting the whole stem instead of taking in individual leaves. This allows the leaf to go through a natural browning stage, which helps develop a deeper aroma and flavor. After that, I separate the leaves from the stem, wash them carefully with the clean water, and then sun dry them until they become completely dry and crisp. Once dry, I grind the leaves gently using the blender until they turn into coarse herbal flakes. Finally, I pack the ground herbs into a small empty tea sachet that I purchased online from Shopee. This way, I can easily prepare a cup of herbal tea anytime just by placing one sachet in a cup and pouring hot water over it. As the tea steeps, the fragrance slowly fills the air, a combination of citrus, earthiness, and warmth that brings peace to my heart. Every cup I brew reminds me of the time, patience, and love I have invested in my plants. It's more than just a drink, it's a reflection of my effort, growth, and connection with nature. As my passion for planting herbs and making tea continues to grow, so does my dream. The dream of one day owning a tea plantation. I imagine a place filled with rows of tea plants as well as lemon myrtle, moringa, and other kind of herbal plant. Surrounded by the gentle scent of nature, visitors could walk through the garden, learn about each herb, and enjoy fresh cup of tea made from plants grown on the land itself. I take great inspiration from Encik Dahlan and his wife Puan Siti Hafsah, the pioneering couple who founded the first lemon myrtle tea plantation in Skinchan, Selangor. Their success as former paddy farmers proves that determination and love for nature can turn risky idea into a national pride. Their journey motivates me to believe that I too can contribute to Malaysia's tea industry. My biggest dream is to build my own local herbal tea brand, one that can stand proudly beside international names like Twinings, Lipton, and Ahmad Tea and Bo. I also hope to one day cultivate the true tea species Camellia sinensis and experiment with growing it in Malaysia's tropical climate. Even though it naturally thrives in cooler regions, I believe that with research and patience, it can be achieved. To me, this dream is more than a personal ambition. It is a way to honor local wisdom, preserve our herbal heritage, and show the world that Malaysia has what it takes to become a global name in the world of tea. In conclusion, my journey with herbal tea has taught me that even a simple hobby can lead to meaningful dreams. Through planting and experimenting with herbs, I have learned the values of patience, curiosity, and perseverance. Every leaf I grow and every cup I brew reminds me that success takes time and patience requires care. Tea is, after all, part of this world's most consumed drinks, enjoyed by people of every culture and generation. And I hope that one day my own herbal tea grown from a local soil and inspired by Malaysian nature and culture will become part of that global tradition. To me, tea represents connection between people, between the past and the future, and between dreams and reality. And now I can share my passion and obsession with my dearest friends of this most consumed drink in the world, tea. Thank you for listening to my speech.